Greetings, Indie Warriors, and welcome to I Dream of Indie. My name's OldGamer Joe. Today we're looking at Poker Pretty Girls Battle Fantasy World Edition. I was a big poker player in my youth, actually. I always enjoyed this game, sitting around with a group of friends, maybe chomping on a cigar, perhaps a Budweiser or two around the table. Alright, so I wasn't so much the cigar smoker. But yes, I did indulge a bit in poker, and I always enjoyed playing, but I never had a group of friends to play with quite like the ones that are available in Poker Pretty Girls Battle. And because nobody ever wanted to play strip poker with OldGamer Joe, and for good reason, this is probably the closest I will ever get. There are 16 beautiful anime babes in total throughout this game, and there are two different game modes. The pretty mode, where you can unlock all the different rewards and new characters, which you can use in the free play mode. Free play is exactly what it sounds like. You can choose one of those characters that you've earned, and you can play against computer AIs. It almost plays out exactly the same as the pretty girl mode, but the difference being you're not really earning anything. It's simply for fun. I will say the free play mode does then feel a little bit like a missed opportunity. It would have been nice if you could customize the rules a bit, but you're stuck with a pretty standard set of poker rules, which is fine. That's the way I normally play anyways, but I do think it would have been nice to be able to customize the rules a little bit. But at any rate, you're going to be spending most of your time in the pretty girls mode. Here you'll take on different opponents at a table of 4 in total, and you'll go through battling it out, trying to win the game of poker so that you can slowly unravel a picture of these girls together. The pictures that I did unlock were not really all that revealing, so I wouldn't freak out here, folks. This is fairly tame and nothing to be concerned with. You're not going to see any actual boobs, just the suggestion of giant boobs. So I guess if you are somehow offended by giant anime drawings with over-exaggerated features, this probably isn't the game for you, but I'm not easily offended, so I wasn't bothered whatsoever. As you can see, this isn't exactly the most exciting game to show off in a video. Most of the time is spent sitting around the table, either checking or betting, raising, or pushing your opponents all in. The AI is decent in my experience. You can kind of manipulate them and just do all-ins over and over again to try to get quick wins, but they did smarten up to this technique eventually as I got into the later levels. Also, when you do get to those later levels, you'll have to face these girls twice because the pictures grow larger. So, for example, the first set of levels, you'll only have to unlock 4 parts to see the whole picture, but in the second set of levels, I had to unlock 8. Overall, it's poker, and poker is inherently fun. It's not the most robust set of features I've ever seen in a poker game, but it gets the job done. It is disappointing, though, that there are no online features in this title whatsoever, so you're always stuck playing against AI opponents, and that's going to get pretty old, especially after you've unlocked everything. I can only see you going back to the free play mode so many times. So I wouldn't say the game's a straight flush, but I wouldn't say it's a full house either. Graphically, the presentation is pretty simple. You're sitting around the table with some small images of these busty female opponents, and you do get those larger portrait arts as you unlock them, and the character art in the selection screen also looks pretty decent, but not a whole lot to the presentation here. Pretty bare bones, if you get what I'm saying. The music is mostly chilled out, fairly decent poker music, I would say, but you're not going to get a lot of different musical compositions here. It doesn't really get irritating or anything like that. It's just sort of background music, which is fine for a poker game, I suppose, and occasionally some of the characters will make cute little noises, as you might expect. Look, this game is going to be $6, and you're getting a competent poker experience, but one that you'll be playing solo. So the real draw of this game, let's be honest here, is the busty anime babes. That gets old after a while, but it's decent fun here. I don't think it's a great game by any means. I like poker, so I was having fun because of that, but overall, a decent title, but yeah, you know what you're here for. Thank you so much for watching the latest video from I Dream of Indie. We would now like to take a moment to thank our great Indie Warriors, Mitchell Hall, Kevilo, Bunny, Bill Tikaz, Christian Cruz, Strick9, Rosie Syntax, Chris Jackson, Nathan Moore, Peach, Adriana Amato, CJR, Jesse, Falco Lombardi, Wesley William Semple, C. Coyle, and Skeptism. Thank you for all you do for independent games, for the developers, the publishers, and for I Dream of Indie. Everybody else, head down to the description box below and help us bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming, and be sure to check out our brand new website, idreamofindie.com.